Welcome to 20 Sides to Every Story. Coming at you with another unboxing video. And this time it's a box from Goodman Games. I backed the Crypt of the Devil Lich Kickstarter, both for Dungeon Crawl Classics and 5e. And so I actually have mined. This was originally a third edition or 3.5 product back when they were doing the Dungeon Crawl Classics for the third edition stuff. They had a tournament module. I think it was one of the Gen Con, one of the first Gen Con tournaments that they ran. And I've mined that Crypt of the Devil Lich book for traps and puzzles for numerous games since I started playing D&D in about, I don't know, 2013 or so when I started DMing and such. So I'm really excited about seeing what we got. So without further ado, we'll open her up here. And I think right on top, we've got kind of the Goodman Games, what do they call it? Goodman Games Gazette. Ooh, a little coupon there for get some stuff from the Goodman Games store. So these are always kind of cool to look at. Usually they've got kind of recaps of some of the stuff that they have going on. There's an interview there with Chris Doyle, reports from some of the tournaments, all sorts of fun stuff. So I like collecting those. I've got a folder of that kind of stuff. What do we got here? I got wasted by the Devil Lich. What is this? This is maybe the tournament pack? Oh, no, this is some of the bonus material. Let's see if I can open one of these up. It was one of the stretch goals was an extra level to the dungeon. But it looks like multiple books. There we go. So we've got the lost level. And there's the Devil Lich herself. So this one was Michael Curtis. Let's flip through and show you some of the... It's got kind of a Tomb of Horrors kind of feel, just looking at briefly the map there. The Lich Queen's Gambit. That looks like some kind of a chess. Can't wait to read that. You can never have too many chess-inspired like situations in tabletop. I think that's one of my dad's illustrations. So cool. So it's a looks like the lost level, a little way to extend the adventure. And then, okay, we do have some of the tournament pre-gens booklet. So this is going to have all the pre-generated characters for, this is for the 5e. Brother Jaro. I did this, I played this on the Goodman Games channel. The monk was the character I played. It was very powerful. So you got your characters there. The Designer Diaries. Take a flip through. I don't know exactly what this is. Why I Love Killer. Okay, Rick Maffei, Chris Doyle, Encounter Design. So we've got some essays from some of the designers and the creators. How I designed myself into a TPK. The Complete Guide to Kobold Kin and How It Relates to the Devil Lich. The Tournament Survivors Memories of the Devil Lich 16 years later. Oh, that's kind of interesting. So this must be a player from the original tournament. Okay, very cool. So it's kind of like what they do with the original Adventures Reincarnated, where they've got some of those essays and perspectives from some of the designers, Okay, Crypt of the Devil Lich. This is the player handout booklet. So this is gonna have like all the illustrations for like when you enter the room. You know, very old school, kind of like Barrier Peaks, Tomb of Horrors style, where you, okay, this is what you see, and there might be some clue as to how to solve the situation. I always love. I wish they would do more of these. They kind of have gotten away from doing these in recent modules. It kind of seems like, but I always love a good handout. Could do so much more than any box text can to describe what's going on. Okay, cool. I got some posters. I got wasted by the Devil Lich. Fold that out real quick. Very cool. I think I've got some wall space. I can find a place to put that. Just another similar poster, different design a bit. Looks like this is like the old school 2004 Gen Con. Oh, some stickers. I got wasted by the Devil Lich stickers. What else? Okay. So the you know what? That first I don't know. Okay. So the first one was the lost level for the DCC RPG, and this is the same thing for 5e. And looks like mostly the same materials just for the 5e version. And here we go. Here's what we paid for. So this is Crypt of the Devil Lich DCC RPG edition. Let's cut open into this bad boy here. It's a nice slip cover. Or a slip case, I should say. Slip case. Got the wrap off that. And so, slip case. Nice hardcover. A Vicious DCC RPG Dungeon Crawl. I'm going to move the box here out of the way so I can lay this down flat. Oh, that's a pretty sweet inside cover. That's awesome. So it looks like right at the start you've got all the keyed locations of the dungeon where the monsters, puzzles, different traps are. Yep. All right. So I'll just kind of flip through this just a bit so you can see this is, again, the DCC version. Chapter 2, Level 1, The Halls of Sorrow. So that's the first level of the tournament. Kind of flipping through just to see if I can find some of the illustrations. Wow, this is quite the book. You know, if you've ever picked up the original, you'd know that this is more. So this has got at the back. Oh, cool. They've got, okay, illustrated images of each of the pre-gens. There's Mother Varin, Agrij, and Agrani, Jinx, Rin of Briarwood, Sir Jaro. Oh, they got some suggested, some signature deeds there for your warriors. some stats for these different, I don't know, I guess these are maybe like alternative, some like more maybe DCC themed characters that you could choose. They've got little stories, it looks like. That's kind of cool. Little descriptions of them. What they know about Calicia, I think is how you pronounce it. I don't remember. I should know because I've heard Chris Doyle say that name so many times. I should know. Then you got the bestiary, so new monsters that you could populate into your DCC game. That's what you always got to love about these modules. They're just, like I said, like this one in particular for my, back when I used to play like 3rd edition, 3.5, I mined a lot of information, a lot of ideas from this module. So now we get to do the same thing with DCC, which is pretty cool. Let's see what the back cover looks like. Oh, that's pretty cool too. Very cool. Let's take a look now at the 5e version. It's probably going to be largely the same, but got to open it up and see if there's any differences. So I believe you can get this from right on the Goodman Games store now. If you're interested in picking up your own copy. So I just want to do a comparison just to see, like, they're different, right? Oh, no. It's the same. Just with the different, D&D versus DCC on the cover there. Yep. So there it is. Crypt of the Devil Lich for 5e. I guess there's a different color scheme. The DCC one is black. Same cover art. So let's open this one up. It is a little bit thicker, but that makes sense. Stat blocks for 5e take up more space in the book, I imagine. With the same interior cover art. And so yeah, I think it's more or less the same layout. It's just for the 5e. I just want to take a look at, like, the art, I imagine, is the same, I would think, between the two books. Map style is the same, yep. So might be just, maybe there's a few different sidebars and such. Maybe let's just take a look. So this one says new condition, disoriented. A character who is disoriented can no longer determine which way is north and has disadvantage on dexterity and intelligence-based skill checks, including initiative rolls. Disoriented spellcaster has a difficult time concentrating to cast a spell. To cast a spell, spellcaster must make a successful DC 10 Constitution saving throw, otherwise the spell is lost. Okay, so we got something there that is very 5e specific. Let's just kind of like look out. I just like to do the comparison here. See if I can find this same area. So it's about area 1-3. Yeah, so they are a bit different. They've got some of those different sidebars and such. So that's very cool. Well, thanks everybody for hanging out with me. I don't have the chat or anything pulled up here, but you know, it's like to do little previews of the stuff that I'm getting that will sit on my bookshelf for 3 years before I'm able to play it. But if you're interested in this, let me know. It is sort of an ambition of mine at some point. At some point, I'd like to run a tournament module. So if you're interested in seeing that kind of content or jumping in and playing in a tournament yourself, just let me know. Um, and if this is your first 20 sides video you're watching, please do be sure to come and join us in our Discord server. You can do that at discord.gg/20 sides every story. We have a great group of people that enjoy all things tabletop RPG related. It's also a great community to find people to come and play with. We do run a community campaign on the channel where we have been we've dived into most of the original adventures reincarnated. We just had wrapped up Temple of Elemental Evil last year. On Thursday nights, we got Casey. DM Casey has been running. Why am I blanking? Dark Tower on Thursday nights at 7:30 p.m. Central, so you can catch that. And starting this Sunday, we're going to be running a DCC Lankmar campaign, a mini campaign, maybe about 10 episodes or so. So you'll be able to catch that on the Twitch channel on Sunday nights at 7 p.m. And well, of course, all this stuff that we do, we upload to YouTube after the fact. So if you're not a Twitch person, you can always catch the videos here as well. So all right, I'm going to call it quits here. Thanks everyone for hanging out here, and we will see you all soon.